so great to see some familiar faces in the crowd and so many new ones that I hope to meet later. I would like to sincerely thank Jake Reese and everyone at Alabama Booksmith for being so enthusiastic about the book. And I'm honored to be a part of the Signed First Edition Club. Thank you for that. So before we start the reading tonight, I'd like to tell you a little bit about The Help, because I realize most of y'all haven't read it. The book is set in Jackson, Mississippi in 1963, and it is the story of a young white woman named Skeeter who, after graduating from Ole Miss, comes back to her hometown to live and decides she wants to be a writer. But things are different in her hometown. All of her friends are married now. They have houses, they have husbands. Some of them are already on their third child. And at age 23, they already have maids working full-time in their homes. In essence, the children have grown up to become the employers. As Skeeter watches her friends, she starts to notice little things, small injustices, like the fact that the maids must keep a separate fork, a separate plate, a separate cup, in a separate place in the white kitchens. And bigger things, like the fact that many of the maids are not even paid minimum wage. And this is not news to Skeeter. She grew up with a wonderful woman named Constantine as a child and just really loved her so dearly. But for the first time in Skeeter's life, these little things start to bother her. So she gets an idea. And her idea is to join forces with the black maids in her town, and many of whom, work for her best friends, and to write a secret tell-all book about what it's really like to work for the white women of Jackson. And it's an incredibly risky project, not only because it was against the law for blacks and whites to meet and discuss any kind of racial issues, but also because if they were caught, it would incur the wrath of the white women for whom these maids worked. One of the maids Skeeter works with on the project is named Abilene, and Abilene is very gentle and very kind and old-fashioned, and she was inspired by my own childhood maid named Dimitri. The other maid is named Minnie, and Minnie is trouble. She is a loaded gun. And Minnie was inspired by the mannerisms and gestures of my friend Octavia Spencer. As Jake told you, Octavia is a well-known actress in LA, and she has done so many things, but really she is one of the most talented and versatile actresses I've ever seen. And I'm pleased and honored to introduce Octavia Spencer.
Well, I would like to say I am truly honored to be a part of The Help in such a very small way. No, I'm not kidding. I'm making that joke, but it didn't go over. Yeah. But I have to give you guys a little bit of backstory. So I hadn't met Kitty. Well, that's Kathryn to you guys. We're friends. But I hadn't met her. I had met her like once, and the first time I met her, she said, during the get to know you phase, she said, well, I'm writing a book. And I said, great, and about a year and a half passed, and actually she was doing research for the book, and then the second time I met her was like a year and a half later, and she said, well, I'm writing the book, and I said, well, great. And about another year passed, and she said, I finished my book, and I said, great. And she said, well, I'd like you to read it, and I said, great. read. And then she followed up with this wonderful little morsel, and I based one of my characters on you. And I thought, well, Jim looked like a stalker, so I guess I have to read it. But the thing is, everybody in LA has a bad script they want you to read. Even I do, okay? So I knew that I was going to hate this book. And I knew that I was going to have to tell this woman that I hated her book. So I didn't want to tell her that I hated the book, but I knew that I had to read it. So it was a rainy Friday in Los Angeles, and I had a bachelorette party to attend. And I got the manuscript, and it was thick. And I was angry. Oh my God! I don't know. And I said, well, okay, I'm just going to read the first chapter, and then I'm going to go to this bridal shower or bachelorette party. And I sat down and I read the first chapter, and it was pretty good. And I said, well, I guess I could just read another chapter because I have to talk to this woman next week and tell her what I think. And I think I had looked at the clock, and about 15 to 20 minutes had passed from the first chapter. And the next time I looked up, it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And I was about 100 pages out, and I was exhausted because I just couldn't keep my eyes open, and I didn't know how to. The book finished, and I was like, oh my God, I hate her because I love this book. So I called her. I woke up the next morning, popped out of bed, finished reading the book, and called her weeping. Like, I love it. So that is my testament.
Thank you, Octavia. The first scene we're going to read tonight is also the first chapter in the book, and Octavia will be reading in the voice of Aileen.
Aileen, Jackson, Mississippi, 1962. May Mobley was born on an early Sunday morning in August 1960. A church baby, we like to call it. Taking care of white babies, that's what I do, along with all the cooking and the cleaning. I done raised 17 kids in my lifetime. I know how to get them babies to sleep, stop crying, and go in the toilet bowl before their mamas even get out of bed in the morning. But I ain't never seen a baby yell like May Mobley Leafo. First day I walk in the door, there she be red hot and hollering with the collar, fighting that border like it's a rotten turnip. Miss Leafo, she looked terrified of her own child. What am I doing wrong? Why can't I stop it? That was my first hint. Something is wrong with this situation. So I took that pink, screaming baby in my arms, bounced her on my hip to get the gas moving. And it didn't take 2 minutes before baby girl stopped her crying, got to smiling up at me like she did. But Miss Leafo, she gonna pick up her own baby for the rest of the day. I seen plenty of women get the baby blues after they done birthing. I reckon I thought that's what it was. By the time she a year old, May Mobley followed me around everywhere I go. 5 o'clock would come around and she'd be hanging on my Dr. Scholl's shoe, dragging all over the floor, crying like I was never coming back. Miss Leafo, she'd narrow up her eyes at me like I'd done something wrong. Unhitch that crying baby off my foot. I reckon that's the risk you run, letting somebody else raise your children.